What exactly do you
Githaiga
want?
amekuwa na birthday siku ngapi? Because Friday pia ilikuwa birthday yake.
Sasa pia hiyo ni makosa akiwa na birthday mbili. Si tumeona watu huku wakicelebrate birthday na hii mara 3.
Ndio nakuuliza mimi Nyari, nataka kukuuliza question yangu ilikuwa ya kwanza. Question yangu aje? Na hujani
Sasa
explainia. Wewe umesema
ndio
tu it's a lesson to
nilikuwa
people who
nakuja
try to
huko
do this in the future.
huko, ndio nakuja because nilianzia tu na hiyo ya Githaiga juu sijaelewa
if you didn't know, behind closed doors, they've probably saved a life or two in that church and even in the neighboring environs.
So that is number 1. And then I said earlier on, nikasema, I expect now moving forward, the legal justice wachukue now Lady Jacqueline, because even on her live in the morning, she was calling upon lawyers on her platform who can offer pro bono services to the victims, because she was like, we need to pursue this now the legal way, and which I support 100%. If now it will be aired and stuff like that. Now, vandalizing is besides the point. And I still support the fact that they kitaka ku narrow down to just ati kama victims wamepata justice, tunajua wajapata, but ni pole pole. If now they engage the court system, I expect to get justice. And then umesema Kanyari anakaa pale na Kanyari alikuwa anashika watoto. So my question, mimi sikuona, and I'm not even defending him because nasikia alikuwa mbaya. But who is the complainant? In this case here, we have complainants who've come out. And if they're given lawyers pro bono, they might pursue this case. But Kanyari, Miss Jona mtu amekuja aka-complain, and then now Kanyari is free. So it will be a word against him. Remember, courts as you work na emotions, they work with facts and evidence. So if someone was to come out today, produce those videos and say, nilikuwa underage, ama Kanyari alinishika without my consent, and therefore I feel violated, bring on the case. But we cannot sit here and castigate hii action ya leo simply because Kanyari anakaa kwa hiyo koti. Tainted as he may be. You know.
Yeah, I hear you, Nyari. I hear you, Nyari. But we have seen this thing over and over again. And I know most of the time where it drains down after all this, after the noise is done, you will be left with more questions than answers. Can we bet on that?
I think what we are not getting is one point, and it's not about letting this man lose. Pastor K should. No, for me, everything that was planned before is good. But the culture of violence is what we are talking about. When it comes down to, now it would be a spiral of violence. They should have gone there, yes. And my thought would have been, go occupy, protest. Protesting does not mean go and break, go and start violence. That is not for me. What they should have done is occupy, aware of what is going on. Ndio kuna mshirika hapo, kuna mtu hapo, neighbor, hakuwa anajua hiyo maneno. By just going, picketing, protesting outside that church, that and the noise that has been made, it would have the same effect without breaking, without looting, without the extras. That is all I'm saying. In Kenya, you win by violence. What have you won by violence? I do not. And then it was not even the ones who organized the Gen Z protest. You would have noticed that at the point that violence started occurring, a lot of them withdrew because these people know about looting na violence inaingianga kwa the people who are taking advantage of the situation. Sasa niambie wale walikuja just pika na vitu zingine. In fact, anything to do with protesting peacefully, it will have the same effect. You do not have to be violent. You do not have to burn down anything. Wangenda hapo wa make the same noise, the same outcry, banners and all. It would have the same effect. And that is what I think a lot of Kenyans don't understand. You do not have to be violent. You do not have to use force. You do not have to be as rowdy as anyone wants to be. I'm not saying don't do it because they will do it, but I'm just saying even without the force, your voices will be heard. The voices will be heard. That's what I'm saying. And that's what we are missing. Or anyone is not saying justice should be. And then sorry, I'm doing something and I'm confused. The other thing is that after occupying that church, what have they done? Have they gone to the police station? They should have gone and protested at the police station that the victim had reported to. Sasa nyinyi mmekwamilia hapo. There's no police station na imekufa na imelala. That is the next stop. That is where they should have headed. Si kukwamilia hapo, because who was here saying, I think it was Eva K. We have an OB. Go to where the OB was taken and demand that why you are, who is in charge, who is the officer in charge of my case. Hizo ndo vitu wangekuwa wamefanya. Sasa Lady J is that provoking them, wakae usiku, wachome kanisa. Another crime, ile Peter K amefanya ni offense. Now they are adding an offense to another offense. Kama wanataka, and now this thing is out. That's not how the law works. And use this opportunity. And then uko sai kwa police station where the OB was taken. Sasa hapo wanadilidali na anani Lady J anawaambia wangoje usiku wachome kanisa. To what end? Itawasaidia when ashes are down there. How will justice be? How will the victim get justice from burning that church? Imasa, when everyone is watching, they could have headed to the police station where the OB was taken. The officer commanding that station, give them answers. Kwa nini mtu hajashikwa? Kwa nini mtu aliripotiwa kitambo? Where is the case at? These are the things, effective things that bring progress. Lakini mkikaa hapo ati mnangojea kuchoma kanisa, how will that? That's just it. Oh, anangojea tu kukua violent, but whatever steps they are taking, ndio maana I think the point of Githaiga, the point that Betty brought up, that Githaiga, because Githaiga is someone who knows and understands, I have raised this point to wamejulikana. That's why maybe you're not seeing Githaiga on the streets running around. Because kuna mtu ataangalia aseme, now this is taking another direction that I do not want to engage myself in. Why should I be? All I did and all I want to do is raise awareness, but not in a violent way. And that maybe is why someone like Githaiga is choosing to stay away.
Yeah, exactly. FYP. That is actually that's why I told Nyar my question of Githaiga was rhetorical because like I know Githaiga, I know he's an activist, and nowadays activists know they've seen what happened in the past. They start saying they want to create awareness, they want to create justice, and then it always ends up in this kind of now violent situations. Tunaona sasa wanakimbizana na polisi kwa street. na sasa it has been some, sasa watashinda wakikimbizana na nini na hi Chris, watashinda wakikimbishana na polisi hapa hivi, and then at the end of the day you are like what has been achieved? Nothing. Police were nini, they were looking for Peter K. And then there is another thing. What wanasahau, it is not only the church which is there. This is an estate, this is where people live. Si ati ni kanisa iko kwa kiwanja peke yake. There are people who sasa nao hao watu wenye wanaishi huko hivyo. Now it will be chaos. The whole thing will be diverted. Hivyo hivyo